Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. We're here again, Blackwood, Scorched Farmlands, all that business. And we're looking for that city on the hill. See it up there? Holten. And we're going to go there today. And we're going to cause all sorts of ructions. So pucker up, Buttercup. I'm coming in. Right, there you go. Beneath my feet. As the more observant of you will notice that on my mouse button, right there in the center, the top row of my spell bar, there is a new spell. And I have added Sigil of Power. And I've added some, I think, magnified area and rapid casting and some other things into it to augment its abilities. And for those that don't know, what it does is it places a sigil on the ground, providing, and that's that blue thing, providing a powerful spell damage buff to you and allies while standing in it. The buff becomes more powerful the more mana you spend while standing in the sigil. And it goes up in stages, minimum of 1 second between gaining stages, maximum of 4 stages, and gains a stage when you spend a total of 50% of your maximum mana while in the area. The sigil radius is 3 meters. And the buff grants 10 to 14% more spell damage per stage. So at level 4s or stage 4, it's 10 to 14% times 4, which is between 40 and 56. And the sigil duration is between 10 and 11.9 seconds. So, it's a power buff, and I've put it on my chiming staff. All I do is press the button, it automatically swaps over to my chiming staff, and then when I cast another spell that is only on my my lightning staff, it automatically swaps back. So I don't have to do anything, I don't have to swap over anywhere. And that's very, very cool. And here we are in Holten. You'll also see on under my E key, which is the bottom row there on my spell bar, Q is still my lightning storm because I'm automatically watering my plants now, because that cast on crit was just not working properly. So I'm casting now automatically. Then you've got entangle, and then I'm using the lightning from my staff as a spell, because I've found that because this build is rather mana efficient, using mana can be a bit of an issue, and the sigil increases its power the more mana you use. So that's a little bit of an issue, right? So if you're mana efficient and your sigil is, is saying, give me mana, you have to pour mana into it. So I've found that using the nuke from the staff is a good way of being able to pour mana into the sigil. It doesn't always work, and it doesn't always work because simply because the plants kill the mobs off really quickly. But still, for the cost of just casting it up, which takes what, a second, yeah, I get an automatic boost of 14% damage for just standing in the circle. Okay. So essentially, I get 14% damage boost for nothing. For it free. And the chiming stuff, the unique chiming stuff that I got dropped when I was like in my level 25 or something. So I mean, it's been hanging around in my loot box in my stash box for a long time. So it's been doing nothing. So I thought, well, I might as well use it. So we're in Holten, and we're going to clear Holten today. We're going to clear the whole city, and apparently there's a prison here. So we're going to do Holten, we're going to do all the bosses, we're going to do all the content, we're going to do the prison, we're going to do all the bosses in the prison, and then we're going to find the entrance to the next stage, and we're going to call it a day then, and then we're going to come back tomorrow and we're going to do the manor house, or whatever it's called, the mansion or the governor's mansion or whatever it is, the Thane's house, the Red Thane's house, and then we're going to go, we'll work our way through that tomorrow, and we'll kill him and his wife. Because they've been very, very bad. Oh, yeah. Repulsion. I forgot. I also got repulsion. Now, what repulsion is, it's a curse. And, I've been using it. I got it out of a stone yesterday, and I forgot I even got it. Where I was using Enfeeble and Temporal Chains, I've swapped it over for Repulsion, and this is from Rax's build guide. Brand new Repulsion is a new godly curse that we can use to blast our enemies into another dimension. If you find this as a reward in the season mechanic, grab it 100%, right? So, repulsion, what does it say about repulsion? Let's see. Repulsion. Repulsion says, target an area and curse enemies within with a Verisium rune, inflicting them with fragility. Hitting these enemies causes the curse to trigger an explosion to deal damage in an area and apply significant knockback to other enemies near the cursed target, with more stun build-up based on the fragility of the target hit. So the curse applies after 1.5 second delay. The curse applies 20 fragility. The curse duration is 6 to 7.4 seconds, and the explosion radius is 1.5 to 3.1 meters, and the curse does not apply to enemies above level 78, and that's at the highest level. So that's your repulsion, and I got that from a stone the other day, and I picked it up and I didn't even notice I had it. So there you go. That's repulsion. You'll see it's on the mob because they got a little blue ball on their heads, and then the little blue ball goes away when they do. So we've loaded a bunch of we've loaded a hell of a lot of of killing power onto our tune since the last time I saw you guys. I've been doing a lot of editing and voiceovers and that kind of thing. I had some issues with one of my videos and had to replace the voiceover completely. All that bollocks, but you're not interested in that shit, and I don't blame you. So yeah, obviously new staff using that thing underneath my feet to give myself a little bit of a boost, and I'm using the lightning nuke on my E key, and that does quite a bit of damage actually. That lightning, it's not too shabby at all. Kills most trash in like 2 hits.
Pack's heavy enough already.
Yeah, so the plants are getting watered all the time now, so they're overgrowing every time, and with the repulsion working, absolutely amazing working, I think it's great. That curse is fantastic. I know that Rax said it was godly, but dear me, could he have undersold it? And of course I haven't boosted it up yet. I haven't had the
Twisted thing.
the jewelers, is it jewelers? Where you increase the quality of a spell gem. I haven't had any, so I haven't been able to boost it. But I'll get round to it. Indeed. Be gone, foul creature. I agree with you, Scottish Druid. And so then once we've finished this, and we've done the one tomorrow, we should then be able to move on to the Marakat and work on them. We should have secured the support of the Ezomytes, and then we should be able to move on to the Marakat. And if this template is anything to go by, it's probably going to be 2 videos for the Marakat. And then it's going to be 2 of the last ones, which I think is the Val. So that will give us the Tukahama and Tavakai's people and the Ezomytes, the Marakat, and then we go to war, and then the Val, and then we go to war.
I'm full up.
Well, he didn't lie.
Let's have a gander.
So now I think I've got my DPS into a place that I'm relatively happy with. I think now I just need to work on my defenses. I've got one piece of armor on at the moment that does exactly that, and I need to maybe. I think most of my resistances are in the 60s, so that's okay for now. The only one that isn't in the 60s, it's in the mid-40s, is Chaos Resistance, and I need Chaos Res to be pretty much capped off. Chaos Res is a big one. Chaos. I almost died the other day and somebody explained to me that the thing under my feet was a chaos thing, and as you see, my life bar just like I lost 50% of my life, and I know I don't have that much. It's like 1,000, so I lost 500 life in about 1.5 seconds. And I was like, what the hell? And I know I'm not playing these lock boxes and stuff the way that I probably should.
Can't carry anymore.
I watched a video the other day of some guy playing something similar to this, and what he was doing was he was loading up a whole bunch of ground spells before he clicked the box, and then he backed off once they were, and so the mobs spawn into a shitstorm of pain, basically, and then you just top it up.
Your grave away. Nature's grasp.
My coordination isn't always the best, for reasons which I explained the other day, and I'm not going to go into it again. So my coordination isn't always great, so I find sometimes it's a little bit difficult to get the timing of all these things right, the sequences and the timing of everything right, every time. And that's one of the reasons why I like the DPS load of this, because it can be very forgiving. If you're able to kill things in a few seconds, the game can be quite forgiving. And I don't mind taking the odd death.
Fallback answered my call.
Oh, hello. We've got a unique on the field. Oh, big chunks coming out of you, love. Hey, oh, what's this? Healing business, hey. What's this healing business going on? Stop greeting you. I'll scalp your ass. Sorry, my best mate's from Glasgow and it rubs off. Your best mate's from Hamilton.
Sustenance!
Twisted thing!
Yeah, that repulsion works really well. Thanks, Rax.
A druid knows to travel light. An odd sort, to say the least.
This guy, by the way, he's a charm salesman. You wouldn't guess it by looking at him. But yeah, he sells charms.
Twisted thing! A wild take hold!
By the order of the Red Thane, mark the walls, mark their doors, mark their fate. The Wendigo beckons. We must rise to the occasion. Those that deny his voice must pay with blood. Use it to rouse the side of the heretical. Brandish it. Once marked, Oswin will have them, and so shall we. Lend your ear to the voice. Drink your fill of that sweet embrace. Give yourself to the eternal night.
They sound like lunatics. Absolute lunatics. So where are all the people? That's what I want to know. This is a big city, man. You know? It's like, where's the people gone? What have they done with them? Have they eaten them? Because all that's in here is monsters, undead, and witches. And that's kind of about it. So, right, okay. So this is to the next level. Oh, the next zone. So that's where we're going to go tomorrow. We're going to complete this today, and we're going to go to the prison. We're going to do that, and then we're going to go to Holten Mansion tomorrow and kick ass in there. Finish him off, and then go save the rest of the world. Elven Hold. These environments are pretty good. Come on, baby Crowbell. Let's go. I love this repulsion. The knockback is really good. Now, I don't know whether anybody knows. I know that Rax is talking about that you should have pluses to lightning on your equipment, on your staff or something, so you get physical and lightning. I'm not 100% certain because this staff doesn't have pluses to lightning. It's got pluses to physical. So I'm thinking about swapping one of my jewels over to brutality, which gives an extra 25% to physical damage. And I'm wondering whether that's going to be any use. I'll experiment with that, I think, tomorrow. If anybody knows of an add-on that I can get that will give me numbers, damage numbers, so I can see what my damage is doing. And preferably damage numbers that I can see what my base damage is as compared to what my crit damage is. That would be wonderful. If anybody knows of such a thing that you can get for this, that would be great.
Creature.
Yeah, big chunks taken out of him. You weren't full up, you liar.
Nature takes what's owed.
See the amount of spells that I spam out, right? I do my lightning storm, 3 entangled, sometimes even a larger move, and that one under my feet, and it hardly touches my mana ball, so it's quite difficult to, as you can probably imagine, it's quite difficult to pour enough mana into that floor. Into the sigil of power in order to make it go up through its ranks, which is the only issue that I have with it. But it's not, I don't even really have an issue with it because it gives me a flat 14% damage increase anyway, just on level 1.
I'm full up.
And that's great. The more the merrier. Yeah, this is great. This is going quite well. I'm quite happy with the way that this is going. Look at that repulsion just fly through them mobs. That's fantastic. Yeah, a little bit more life, a little bit more armor and power shield, energy shield. These guys certainly don't do small zones, do they? Not exactly prisoner cell block H, is it?
I'm not ready yet.
My grandmother used to love Prisoner in Cell Block H. Oh my god, she used to religiously watch it. If anyone doesn't know what that is, it's a soap opera, an Australian soap opera set in a women's prison.
Dear Oswin, the Red Thane and I are thrilled with your attention to detail. The scarlet bathing was an exquisite moment that we shall not soon forget. That you were able to acquire so many heretical younglings in such a short time. Well, we cannot thank you enough. The whispers grow deeper. He sees us. He sees you. We shall know unfathomable prosperity by his grace. The Red Thane, the Pale Bride, and their loyal hound. A hound most faithful, a hound most strong. I must away, for tonight I shall dance once more. Join us to feast. Look upon me as you will, Elswith.
Right. She sounds perfectly normal. Yeah. So before we go in there and have a word with Mr. Oswin, I'm just gonna pop outside. There's something I want to check out. It was actually something that I forgot to do when I had the opportunity, and I forgot to do it, so I'm going to do it now while I've got the inclination, and then I'll just port back into the prison and then use the waystones to port back to the boss, so it shouldn't take me. Just going to check that rune vendor, because the rune vendor might have something interesting for me, because I think I've still got a hole in my armor that needs filled.
Pack's heavy enough already.
Good lord, did you see that? Did you good lord, that I stood in that little, the purpley wurpley stuff that witch put on. Good lord. Oh, and the purpley wurpley stuff that witch threw on my feet. I stood in that thing for less than a second, And it took me down by 80%. What on earth? I want one of them. I want that spell. That's a lesson learned. Watch out for purpley worpley stuff at your feet. If you see it, move. Good lord, I wonder what that is. That's probably one of them chaos things. That's probably why they say you need pretty good chaos res. But that's mad. You saw how long I was standing in that stuff. Second? 2 seconds? And it gave me a thrashing. Hello, mister. Mr. Charming. Oh. Not great, then. Might as well make some room while I'm here. Okay. Was that you saying thank you? You're welcome. Oswin, the Dread Warden. Let's go and have a word with him. Let's go and give him our standard lecture about prison reform. The same one we gave when we found that prison on that island. We're cancelling, yep, we're reducing your sentence. There you go, you no longer have a sentence. Currently working towards mana surge. That'll give us a 10% chance of getting mana surge through this. That node at the end. On crit, I think it is. Which is great because we crit a lot. So, and we'll crit even more because I'll, when I get to the end game, when I get to maps, I'll reconfigure. Yeah, I'll reconfigure some of these things. And we'll go for as much crit as we can. Crit chance. So it increases the opportunity for cast on crit to actually do something. As I said before, I think it was last time, I calculated it was hitting on only about 60% of the time. Which isn't, if I'm critting most of the time, cast on crit hitting 60% of the time, that's not exactly cast on crit, is it? So, either I misunderstand the mechanic.
The Red Thane and I are thrilled with your attention to detail. The scarlet bathing was an exquisite moment that we shall not soon forget. That you were able to acquire so many.
What fresh hell be this?
Fresh meat for the cage.
A jailer flat on pain. I'll see you start. Roots and snare ye. I'm not ready yet.
What on earth are you? Okay. Alright. So what seems to be working is... Oh, there's all these holes on the floor, look, right? And he brings spikies up. Oh, look, yeah, look, spikies. He's got spikes and suppositories. So the big ones are the suppositories and the spikes. They don't hurt that much. I think they're meant to slow you down. Anyway, he doesn't look that hard. There you go. So that wasn't too hard. That was just keep your distance. Stay away from the suppositories. And give him a slap when you can. Okay, so now I can push that a couple extra points into that there. Mana regen and crit chance. And the last one gives us a possibility of Arcane Surge. So in order to really have the wherewithal to change the passive tree, I'm going to need to do my next set of trials and put those points in. And I think even the set of trials after that, and put them points in, and then I get something where I can take the big nodes without actually having to travel to them. And that's like end game spec, end game spec. You know, there's an awful lot of water to flow under the bridge before that happens. So now we're just going to finish this place off. There's a little corner I didn't get to earlier on, which I noticed on the map from before, and in there apparently there's a pair of bosses.
Balance restored.
Who are in a church, I believe. You missed me this time. Don't worry, I'm such a dozy bugger, you'll get me next time. Yeah, I'm just gonna pop in here, open up the waypoint and the checkpoint. So I can pull straight in next time. This reminds me of Count Juno's gaff. Yeah, it's up there. Up in the north. He breathed a scythe of relief. Sorry. Not bad. Not a bad little haul. Not so bad.
Pack's heavy enough already.
Quickly. Whatever it takes.
Welcome. Good luck.
I can see you. Right, this is the place. This is the place. Let's see what awaits us. Okay, we've got some pews. We've got a mob either side. Okay. One there. One there. Just waiting to get triggered.
We swore our oaths to the First Ones, beneath the same stars that lit their hunt. Yet one by one, those stars flicker and fade.
I know how to trigger them. Supergirl's a crap movie. There we go. They're triggered. Okay, so it's fire and ice again. Alright, fair enough. I'm sensing a theme. Oh. Icicle suppositories. And they're gone.
A druid knows to travel light.
Yeah, there's a difference between traveling light and being a great big melt. Come on, squeeze it in.
How can I be of aid? Move swiftly.
Aye. Many of those stolen away were by the hand of that Warden, that torturous fiend. You've done us a service.
You're very welcome. Right then, we are almost at an end. Thank you ever so much for spending your time with me today. It's very kind of you. And we'll do it all again tomorrow. So please like, share, leave a comment, do all that wonderful stuff that YouTube likes so much. And I'll see you later. Take care.
If you find a pint out there, do bring it back.
Welcome.
Hey, you.
Hello.
Quickly.